Okay, up next, let's go to these two performance category things. The first is beat repeat. So let's put this on our kind of bit crushed um, percussion thing. So here's what it sounds like without beat repeat. Okay, so what beat repeat is going to do is it's going to grab little pockets and do glitchy things with it. Okay, I find beat repeat actually to be like a really confusing effect the way it's laid out. I'm not sure why. It's actually not that confusing. It's just the way my brain handles it is just like tricky. So let me show you how I use beat repeat. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on, and what it's going to do right out of the box is it's going to randomly grab something and then repeat it to make these little glitch effects. See when this little variation light turns on? Right? It's making a little repeat. So how I like it is I'm going to put it in gate mode. Gate mode means that it's not going to play any sound except for its repeated stuff. Okay, so it's not going to let anything through unless it's doing something. Okay, that's going to make it mostly silent. Cool. Okay, so I can change the speed that it turns on and what it does through interval, variation. This is going to be a variation in the grid. So right now it's on 16th note. I want to leave that variation at 0 so that it's always doing a 16th note when it does kick on. I'm also going to add in a little decay so that those kind of scale back. Right? Almost sounds like a delay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now if I take this and I blend it into my other beat, it's actually going to sound pretty good. Now I could do an offset if I wanted. Change the interval. But I kind of liked how we had it before. That's kind of cool. And it's got a built-in filter also. Now you don't have to use it this way in gate mode. That's just what I find to be most interesting for me. So I usually duplicate the track or make a rack with this in it so that I can still hear the original and deal with the gated one. Now you might think, why would you not just leave it in mix mode? I like to have a little more control over what it's doing. That's why I like to leave it in gate mode like this. But I think I'm weird in that way. But the thing to remember about with beat repeat is that you can turn it on and it's going to add these glitchy things to your track. You've got a lot of control over when they turn on, when they turn off, the shape of them, and how you mix them in to your track.